I'll bring us to your map pool for today. Let me go accept this invite real quick, so I don't break your screen accepting an invite. Oh, we got ASU starting on the left and everything. Map pool: Samoa, Paraiso, Runasapi, Suravasa for map 4, and Shambali Monastery, picked by ASU for our 5th and final tiebreaker map if we need it. Here we go. Let's get into your NA lower bracket round 2. Rank 5, ASU taking on rank 7, Old Spartans. It's time to get in this match. Map 1, Samoa. Kicking things off on Volcano. Aw, Femto, thank you so much. I appreciate the follow. Coming in to throw some kind words. Oh, I appreciate that. We know we're getting better. We're getting better every day. We're getting better every day. I wonder what CRE is. Like, yeah, CRE front, back, right, and left? Alright, what's CRE? I don't know. Alright. Ooh, okay. Getting a little Maga matchup. Well, we're getting a little Maga, that is. Not like a Maga mirror. As Kibbs has come out on the Junker Queen. Ooh, but Hypno's already found first blood. Aurora, we're not making out. Hydra able to follow up. 2 quick kills here for all Spartans. Right out of the gate, well before the point even unlocks. Alright, Aurora's gonna make a swap off the Maga on a Junker Queen of their own. A lot of pressure coming in from the far. Just a lot of that spam damage can make it hard to push ups, particularly through main. Oh, and they know J-Man is here too. Ooh. Why was I thinking J-Man was tank? Am I crazy? I thought J-Man was... Okay, never mind. I am crazy. I'm just terrible. Never mind my bad memory. Ooh, Aurora. Just gets caught down. A lot of pressure. All guns are pointed at Aurora. Ooh, Sleek comes up with another one. I think Sleek has like 75% of our final blows so far here in this match. Rocking the Contenders Forest skin. Gotta love it. Alright, push in the middle. Taking too much damage from the far, trying to go through main. So they're trying to loop around. Clever shots there from Sleek. Kind of the way they were angling in. Now have Barrage ready to go. First ult on the line, even ahead of Kasune Rush for both sides. It's going to be a Barrage hit over the top as they make the quick move in, but the Suzu is good. Z Panther is able to respond with their Katsune Rush. And Kibbs now trying to back away. Moving on to the point. It's just the one pick thus far. And here comes the counter punch. Out from Alt Spartans, but a beautiful Suzu to deny damage onto Aurora. And they're able to stay alive through the pulse and hang on. And what is a bloodbath here on this point? ASU grab control. I love the positioning, knowing that the far would be coming back in to put a lot of pressure on main. ASU were hiding off this left-hand side. Very smart. Also be able to jump on a side flank if so be it. But Kiz is able to put a lot of pressure down. Has forced Aurora already out. Ooh, that Gracie! No, Angelic gets hunted down. It's going to be a flank rampage in the back. No sound barrier on the battlefield. And Kibbs has just strutted their way through the ranks of ASU. Eclipsed the sun and their devils. Anyone on the board? Hydra has got to make it past Anhu to make it onto this point. Or excuse me, it was Anhu needs the other way around. You know what I meant. Sub air out for both of our teams as this is about to break out. Aurora has got a rampage ready to go. He's gonna drop it right on top of Kibbs. But Anu is down, punching power lacking here from ASU. Aurora with a nice little combo is able to find Hypno in the back. Kibbs is low as the shielding from the shout starts to fade. Angelic is able to find that final blow. So Aurora now looks to chase down Hydra in the back. So they can still hear on the far, and the barrage is going to take Aurora out of the fight, but it's 2v1 with ASU, both supports left standing. I think part of just the scrappiness of a Junker Queen. You can just kind of get into the thick of things, pull a losing fight back. But Aurora, speaking of, is still making their way back on to this point. Kitsune Rush aggressively used here from Alt Spartans. Down this corner, and Sleek is able to hunt down J-Man in the back with a low-flying assault. Dodges the pulse, gets out, grabs Mega. ASU trying to make their way back onto this point. This is final fight for this map. There might be time for a recontest if ASU wins it, but Alt Spartans have flipped the objective. Aurora is down. Anu taken... Well, taken down as well. Sent back to Spawn. Z-Panther pushed off. And this is Alt Spartans grabbing the first sub-map. Kibbs and Alt Spartans forced the swap out of the other side. Forced ASU to change and adapt into the composition that Alt Spartans wanted to play. And Alt Spartans are able to stay on top. It was a big back and forth, no doubt. It was close. Now Alt Spartans will stick with the Junker Queen composition and Sleek on this far as we head into our second sub-map down on beach. Nice Dino. Will kind of put a stop to that attack. You could see that, Kibbs was trying to press forward, but they weren't the only ones hit by that Dynamite. I think Hypno had to Suzu themselves. Bionade doesn't land. It's kind of blocked by the bubble. Things are getting messy down low. J-Man's able to pick up Sleek out of the sky while Kibbs was trying to pursue, I believe was trying to pursue Aurora down there. Kibbs now looks a little isolated. Lands one headshot. Ooh, will land the Carnage as well. The Sleep Dart is in. Angelic falls. And Kibbs is just staying here under the skin like a tick. And ASU cannot seem to dislodge him. J-Man finally has to just jump down here and go point blank with a Junker Queen. Get the kill with an Ash. ASU have held under control to the point. But I have a feeling, it feels like Old Spartan. Okay, nobody's here. I mean, you can see Aurora at the very bottom of your screen. Kind of just waiting for a lone Spartan to try to step on the objective to recap it. Ouch! I don't know why that makes me chuckle. Ouch! Winston has the best voice lines. Cut it out! Alright. Attack up under the high ground, but Hydra has landed the stick already. Ooh, Hypno's even getting into the mix. So ASU just going to stall for as long as they can. That is a perfect fight win. No ults needed here from Alt Spartans. Yes, we will have the SA lower bracket finals, the South American Grand Finals, and then another match here from NA lower bracket round 2. We'll all be on this channel tomorrow, Finta. Anhu using all the blinks to try to get Hypno. Does at least force the the Swift Step out. Pursuit into the backline. Bubble blocked it. Oh, Hypno still manages to get that Sound Bearer. Beautifully done. As we have a DPS trade on the other side. Aurora's going to pop the Primal. Can't quite get a hold of Hypno. They're able to Swift Step away. Meanwhile, Kibbs is going to go ahead and throw down this Rampage, but it just hit one, but it still might be enough as they've gained entrance into the back line, and Z Panther just gets run over. Flattened like a pancake in the road in front of a street roller flattening thing. Yeah, that was a good analogy. We'll go with that. 51:65 on the clock. Still close. Still darn close, actually. Would expect a Nano Winston engage. Oh, but just get run down. Happens falls on the approach, and actually Z Panther manages to get that Nano out. So very important play. Even though Z Panther just dies almost immediately, they get the Nano out, and ASU win the fight. Hey, First Flame, thank you so much. I appreciate the follow, y'all. It's been an honor to get to know your squads here throughout this season. Looking forward to many more. Ooh, what you doing up here, Happens? Happens is off on a mission. Do you have Hydra here with you? No, didn't even have Hydra with you. That was just a lone mission from Happens. Trying to go up and get work done. Gotta love it. Trying to make a play. Ooh, the bubble blocked the healing. But it's a take trade as we just stare at a wall. Why not? Let's stare at a wall. Who do we think we are? PGE? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All Spartans running out of reinforcements. Okay, here comes Kibbs back on a Diva. As it's a low ground approach to get back onto this point. Hypno with a beautiful shot. That was some range. Yeah, Hypno was down here, able to find that shot on Angelic. 83% to sound barrier. Gives Happens the lead. Woo! Nice shots from up top. Down 2 now. ASU have the option to disengage, but J-Man falls. And this could get out of hand quickly, especially if they keep losing reinforcements. Z Panther uses the Bionate on themselves. Make sure they stay alive when we get the DPS back in this fight. This is going to 99-99. Salvador engagement from the other side. Aurora is going to receive the ammo. Tries to push back into the Kitsune rush, but is absolutely surrounded. Forced to just kind of pause for a moment. Sleep Dart lands on to Kibbs, I believe that was. Still, they're able to stand up and find a kill onto Z Panther. Aurora saving this primal rage for the last possible moment as they come jumping in. Ooh, trying to find Hypno Shao, but I believe they're the last player here for ASU. And Alt Spartans clean up on Samoa, and we'll take map 1. Coconuts! Lucio play? I mean, it's not very often you get a Lucio play the game. Wow, I'm getting invites before we were even out of lobby. Holy hell. Okay, we're already getting right into Paradiso. All right, very, very snappy stats coming up for you here, friends. Here we go. What stands out? Hydra 24 and 4? That looks pretty standout. That looks pretty damn standout to me. Keb's doing a fantastic job leading the server in damage, mostly on the Jerker Queen Limited Diva there at the very end. All right, heading to map 2. Alt Spartans had first ban. It was Eichenwalde on the chopping block first. ASU said no King's Row. So that brings us to Paradiso here for map number 3. Courtesy of Alt Spartans. Oh, we didn't get a side swap, didn't we? Like, Old Spartans will be defending first. Let me go fix that for you. Sleek. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that, Sleek. Whoa, J-Man! Oh, no! Oh, yeah, I mean, Slick, you already knew you were going to have a rough point A with that coach gun. Here comes Aurora looking to pursue the advantage down onto the double flex support backline of the Yari and the Bab. Kibbs is going to get demeched right out of the gate. Anhu puts a lot of damage into Hydra to force out that recall, and that's a 3v1 in the corner, and this is looking like a one and done. Beautiful shot out of J-Man. And kick that off. That was a fast point A. Less than 60 seconds? Yeah, you betcha. Took him 53 seconds to completely cap point A. That is bonkers fast. Mind-blowing fast. Gibbs slept up top after swapping over to a Winston, is now very behind in the ult charge. Also, look at the Anas. Hypno going off of the BAP onto an Ana of their own means this is a very clear engagement. The Nano! Woo! Hypno! Yeah, you didn't want that 1v1, bud. As Aurora comes up, immediate para kills on to Hypno and Slake. And then just casually loops back around. Regroup with the rest of the team. You don't often see a fight happen on the back right here. Like, looping around the back of the house. This is an interesting place for a little 2v2. And Aurora is feeling confident with a Primal Rage in their pocket. Should get the Ilyari on this bio sleep. Both land out of Hypno. Still can't keep Happens alive through it all. Gibbs doesn't make it out in time. That is point B capped and still around 6 minutes on the time bank. Winstons are just flying all over the place. What are we, is this low G? We're flying in space? What's going on here? All right. Captive Sun ready to go. I imagine it could just pop over and throw it in. Yep. Exactly as anticipated. And J-Man will just get flattened immediately. I don't even know that Kibbs needed to dive in. I think Happens got the kill all. No, that Kibbs did get the damage and that initiated the explosion, didn't they? But look at this clapback. The Z Panthers managed to pick up 2 kills total here from ASU. And Aurora will make it back. Able to just keep pressure on. And a little bit of duel here for the high ground. On this kind of breaking point of the map, approaching the last corner, Kibbs is going to go ahead and pop the Primal Rage, feeling this real estate is just too important to give up for free. It's worth trying to invest some ultimates to see if Old Spartans can make a stop here. But a lot of damage on the board. Neither the Primal nor the Pulse Bomb will find their mark. Cart rounds the final corner, over 4 minutes on the clock. As we get a pair of nano engages, now let's watch the attacking team. Aurora pushing into the back, has Primal Rage ready to go. Gets purple, gets slept. Still doesn't have to use the Primal until the very end. Kibbs, on the other hand, is going to die as Anhu finds that final blow. Pair of supports under the big muscly arms here of the rampaging Aurora. And both fall once again. The triple kill as the jump pack lands onto Hypno. And this is going to be one of the fastest times I have ever seen clocked on Para-ESO. ASU are a little angry. I think they kind of map 1 a little pissed off. That's what I think. So, okay, we lost it day by day, and then they come in here maybe feeling a little less confident than they have in the past. And drop that opening map on Samoa. But then come into Para-ESO, which is Alt Spartan's map pick, by the way, and put up a blitzing attack barely losing any team fights, barely pausing to stop it all. Okay, it's what? Okay, get 8 minutes total. It took them 4 minutes, less than 4.5 minutes to cap the entire map. That's crazy town. That is crazy town. 4 minutes and 26 seconds for a full cap. On Paraíso. I mean, granted, it's probably not as difficult a map to cap as, say, Shambali, but still. All right. Angelic with a nice little whip shot will deny the initial attack there from Kibbs. Bio land, you can expect Kibbs to immediately go back in for another one. This time coming in from the backside, kind of snuck underneath. Alongside Hydra, able to at least draw first blood here on the attack as they try to give me motion sickness spinning around in circles. 3 up top here from the defending ASU. They're able to drop back to point. Kibbs given pursuit. No DPS on the battlefield. I don't see any DPS from ASU as Otto's starting to return. Makes it back over the top, throw some stickies. They're not going to land, but some pressure onto Hypnos does force the Ana out of the fight. Eventually gets that kill with J-Man coming in, and Aurora turns the corner. Finds a final blow onto the Brig as well. No more supports left standing here. Really good job out of Aurora and the supports to stay alive with no DPS. Buy time for reinforcements to show back up on this point. Was looking for the Bionade to land in. It was actually Kibbs who ends up purple. Gonna pop a Primal Rage. Ooh, has the Panther in the corner. The rally is up. The protection, the sleep. No way. The best peel I have seen all day long. How do you survive that? Pulse as well as Primal. And Angelic and Z-Panther stand here unscathed. Really nice defensive nano on Angelic. I mean, it was Raid Boss Angelic was why that worked. And it did cost both support ults here for ASU. Now rally up from happens as they're running into the fight. Well, I think it was a pulse from J-Man that did a lot of the work on that one. But Hydra able to follow up on a Bionade to get the kill onto Anhu. Trying to decide if they're going to block the window or move up the stairs. It looks like they're going to try to block the escape as Kibbs receives a nano boost of their own. Whoop. The shield bash from Angelic leaves Z-Panther on an island, although they do manage to land a sleep dart and kind of regroup with J-Man on the side, but here comes the convergence. All Spartans are struggling to clean this up efficiently. Reinforcements are here. I don't think they clocked Anu. They did not clock Anu! Oh, but Anu didn't clock Z-Panther. Didn't clock Hypno sitting here. They were like back to back in this small room there for a moment. Little volley of stickies landing under Aurora. Okay. High ground on your right-hand side is where Old Spartans are trying to get to. Most teams, of course, battle over this middle building, second floor apartment to try to get access, and that's exactly what we're seeing Old Spartans try to do. Is they slowly but surely push into this, but Anhu's going to move up and drop a duplicate onto the Ana. Ooh, can't quite get the sleep. Watch out for the Tracer behind you. Bonus Nano could just win the fight right here and now. If they're able to get it under... Whoa, not quite. Oh, it was close. But they do manage to drive Old Spartans out of the apartment. So it's a push down low through the Supermercado here for Kibbs. Onto the back line with a Primal Rage at tip number 2. First time got absolutely thwarted as the Nano Boost. This time thrown onto Aurora. Aurora not able to get much with it. Let's go back and check in with Kibbs. Kibbs has popped a Primal Rage here, but that was a 1v4. The entirety of the backline is able to thwart Kibbs, but Kibbs stays alive, and importantly, Sleek finds that pick onto Aurora. Anubis on the Kibbs here to start this off. Rally out of Angelic. Oh. Able to fend off some of those stickies coming in from Sleek. It's going to be a later rally from the other side. As Aurora pops, the Primal Rage at the top has already found. Happens. No, got one juggle, jumps over the Sleep Dart. We'll get the final blow on to Hypno. Meanwhile, back on the front line, nobody but Hydra left. Heading back to the high ground, Sleek trying to catch up an ult charge. Anu might get aggressive. I feel like we've seen Anu get super aggressive with these duplicates. So ASU with an option to try to push in and take this high ground. Kibbs has moved into the back. Here comes Anu over the top. Drops the stickies and the duplicate, but you've got a brig to your left. I'm not sure that they clocked the brig. Anu is in a bit of trouble up here, but manages to find their way to the doorway and is going to stick around to threaten this backline. But Aurora has fell. And Sleek eventually finds Anhu as well. 5v3, pushing into the back of point B. Alt Spartans try to complete this with 43 seconds left to go. The 3 players from ASU are stalling. See if they can get Aurora back in this fight. Z-Panther gets the nano online, throws it on to J-Man. J-Man is able to anchor this cart long enough to get reinforcements back. Now going in, lands the majority of the clip on to Happens. They get topped up for the supports, and Kibbs is able to pick up one before getting slept. Nano Boost lands on to Kibbs now, but because of the Bionade, they don't get the 300 points of healing. Still, they're able to get the kill, and that seems to be what matters in the end. It's on a knife's edge, but we're headed into point C with $1:39 on the clock here for Alt Spartans. Good old bank here for Alt Spartans as they turn this corner. An aggressive move with the auto duplicate right out of the gate, but don't really find anything with it. It does, proc the rally out from the other side. And here comes Aurora alongside Angelic to see if they can make good on that to try to hunt down the back line. Doesn't look like they're gonna be able to muscle through. Aurora jumps in for the primal. Oh no, has Hypno caught in the corner. The little backup move to avoid the sleep dart is good. And this jump pack should finish off Happens indeed. Able to chase them out. ASU winning a fight on 2 fronts. Using a Primal Rage and a duplicate to make it happen. I mean, excuse me, it was a Primal Rage and a rally to make it happen. See if Hypno can open up with a bio. Need a good ante here. Tried to get in a second ago, couldn't quite reach it. Ooh, Hydra up top! Able to get a good kill. Kibbs is trying to move in, buy some high ground. It's going to be an OT fight here for the rest of the way, and, well, this is Alt Spartans fighting for a draw at this point. And that's if they can cap. Kibbs will receive the nano and head into the back line. Try to dance around, will jump up, find the kill on Z-Panther eventually, but not without a cost of 2 of their own. J-Man is able to win out the duel over a Hydra, while Kibbs moves on to the point. One of the last members left here for Alt Spartan to keep Map 2 alive, but they are the only ones. ASU, with their monster time bank and 2 instants on the battlefield, will send us into Map 3 all tied up. Okay. Sorry. It was just instinct. It was instinct. Okay. We are just rocking through this series. Like they do not want to waste time, which is wonderful. Hey, we we're keeping it snappy. I like it snappy. I like it nice and snappy. Let's take a look at some stats there from map 2. Felt pretty darn one-sided from ASU. How do the stats look? The stats don't look as one-sided as it felt. I must say. Angelic 12 and 2 there on the Lucio. Or excuse me, on the brick. On the brick. 24 assists, 21 assists out of Z Panther. And most of those are going to be Bionades, right? Woof. All right. We head into map 3. Old Spartans ban out Coliseo. ASU head back to their map pick after getting the momentum there with a big win on Hybrid. So we're in Asapi for map 3. J-Man sticking with that? Oh, no, that was a bad rollout. I'm sorry. That is a late rollout. I don't know if J-Man, like, got caught up trying to pick a character or couldn't figure out what they wanted, but this is a fairly decent disadvantage. Okay. Fortunately for them, alt Spartans don't recognize it and your names are swapped up top. Let me fix that real quick. All right, here, let's put the camera over here because it looks like the fight's taking place right there. Oh, the fight moved. The fight moved before I could get side swapped. All right. Let's check out Kibs, who's moved on back over to a Junker Queen here for map number 3. It worked out well, and they actually forced Aurora to swap over to a JQ of their own, and it's going to be a first fight win here for Alt Spartans to kick things off on Rinasapi. Aurora does indeed go over to a JQ of their own. Honor looking to take Sleek out of the sky. Leeds gets him low, kind of forces him back down ground level. The Tracers are fighting for possession inside. Look like the entire team might go in there. Both are just keeping each other at bay, giving neither one to give up control of that inside area and give over that all-important flank angle. Meanwhile, our two tanks are just fighting over the corner. It's really Sleek. I think he could open this up. Ooh, Hydra landed that. That could as well. Also, Kitsune Rush available and ready to go, and it's going to be ASU who are able to pull the trigger on that first. Here comes the response as Sleek threw in the barrage over the top, and Z-Panther was ready for it, able to land the kunai right in the dome. And despite a slight nerf at the start of Season 12, Kiriko actually does receive a net buff with those head damage shots. Actually, I said a slight, it'd be more of a slight change to the way her damage works, but both body shots and head shots now do a little bit more damage. Oh! Nice pair of kills for J-Man on the back of this fight. ASU get control of TS1, and they prevent the checkpoint. So, no close spawns here. It gives them ample time to try to kind of equalize in meterage. Junk Queen duplicate headed on the inside. Oh, that's two JQs, and Kibs is going to pull the Rampage. The Rampage was huge. 4-player Soundblader out of it. Angelic to kind of fend it off. Both teams kind of retreat to their respective corners. Oh, it's just, Spartans are trying to pursue. ASU wanted to just back up to main, and Kibs decides to try and see if they can catch him off guard there on the angle. Doesn't find it. And then it's going to be a loop back around here to Main Street and a fight over this main corner. Or with your only ultimate on at the time, lands the Jagged Blade. Rampage hits happens as well as Kibs in the back. Hypno apparently doesn't have the cleanser, or maybe he's a little late with it. Either way, that Anhu comes up with a pair of kills on the end of the fight. As Aurora chops through Kibs. And this is going to be ASU grabbing the lead in close spawns. Hydra with the pulse. A lot of pressure up top. Does Hydra stay the course? Oh, J-Man's already found Sleek. Hydra kind of looking for the perfect opportunity to move in. Never quite found it. Alt Spartans find themselves down in the fight. Kib's low, defensive shout used, and they look surrounded with a Kitsune rush at their back and a focusing beam on their head. Kibs will not survive that. Huge advantage now low as... I'm trying to see how many times I can say huge in this sentence. Aurora finds Hydra. ASU continue to march. No fatalities in that one either. ASU stay flawless through that, so they're 5 strong, able just to continue to press the issue. Another Joker Queen dupe. Wisely uses the shout at the very beginning. Still, it's not enough. Oh, Sleek! Sleek appears out of nowhere for the 3-man barrage. Oh, Sleek, where did you even come from? That was nasty. And that's the kind of play that will wake Alt Spartans up and can get them right back into this map. Gives her the rampage, running down main. Tracer's fighting for Mega side, and Hypno comes with a nice shot to kind of help with that. Let's get some Hypno pop here. Gibbs fights Aurora, which means they probably won't have to... Oh, the Suzu to block the Jagged Blade. Woo. But yeah, no rampage necessary here as Gibbs finds that kill in the neutral. And they're able to hold on to this rampage to help get this checkpoint. Perhaps even the lead. Still about 60 meters down. So saying that they're going to get the lead on this might be a little preemptive. But opening pick from Sleek. It's a hell of a good start. Kitsune rush out from the defense. Or I say the team trying to recontest out from ASU. ASU. ASU playing a bit slow here. Ooh, the recall. Just in time there from Hydra. Hypno throws down the Kitsune rush. And all Spartans need to finish on the back of this. Need to get a kill on the back of this. We'll find one as the rampage comes out from Kibs as well. Z-Panther finds the cleanse, but ASU are looking low as they try to emerge out, using a rampage to bring this back. Sound barrier in from Happens, hits all 5 to defend against the purple. And all Spartans look like they're going to win the fight on the line to cross that checkered yellow mark and gain the lead. Just need to take care of this duplicate from Anhu, and the barrage will handle that. Pair of supports the only left here to try to deny this lead. There it is. Three fight wins in a row here from Old Spartans. As now they're looking for the cap. Oh, beautiful stick. That's going to take Kibs out of this fight immediately. Just going to end this one right here and now. But you know what? With the lead picked up, Alt Spartans are walking away with a smile on their face. The disengaged smile. Only a slight lead here for Alt Spartans, but it's a lot of distance to cover for ASU to try to get back into it. What are we expecting here? ASU try to get Z-Panther in a position to drop this Kitsune rush out. Cool Curie skin, by the way. Wants to turn the corner, throw the Kitsune rush right into the heart of Alt Spartans. Forces an uncomfortable split, but Anhu overextends, trying to find that kill on to Sleek. Angelic comes up and is able to finish that kill. Even land some headshots on the way out. But it's a 2-for-2 trade on this point. Aurora's down. Kibs, the only tank. Oh, what a shot! Oh, and the knife in the back of Angelic felt through all of the ASU squad. Ooh, that hit a nerve. "35 seconds to go." J-Man's recall forced out early. Here comes Hydra in pursuit, trying to throw it on the pulse. Won't land it. Rampage onto Aurora, and Kibbs goes into the back line. Ends up surrounded as the sound barrier will absolutely protect ASU through that Rampage. But Hydra manages to sneak in and find a kill on the Z-Panther while this is all happening. So Onhu's going to go ahead and drop a dupe onto a flex support on their own. Make sure they can stay alive through this, because time is out here for ASU. And the winner of this map will move up to match point. Oh no, what? Oh, that was a... Okay, I was like, what happened there? It took me a second. It was just the duplicate. Okay, close spawns are here. Sleek with the barrage could have put an end to this whole map. Z-Panther Suzus themselves and gets the kill. Rampage out from Aurora, shut down. That is going to be an A Rampage, an A Jampage, Rampage X. Either way, it's old Spartans. We'll put an end to the Sun Devils' attack. And we'll move up to that match point. One map away from moving on to top 8. Triple garage. Oh no, it's Kibbs. There we go. Let's get everything fixed up here for you. All Spartans up 2-1 in your lower bracket round 2 matchup. Stats here from map number 3. I mean, these got to be close, right? These have got to be close. Damn close. Happens. The fewest deaths. Happens only 2 deaths throughout all of that. Next lowest is 5 for both Kibbs and Hypno. Happens. Staying extremely elusive. All right. No bans for Flashpoint. I don't even know why I went to this screen. It's just a nice segue. Into map 4, which is sort of us chosen by Alt Spartans. Almost got the move.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initial flashpoint.
We're going back into the JQ mirror. And we are getting a side swap. But ASU are opted into this right out of the gate. With Onhu coming in on a Genji. I'll get your side swap. Oh, Onhu with an early kill on the Genji. Nice. Ooh, down low. Oh, I think Hydra stole the Mega. Hydra stole the Mega out from underneath Onhu and gets the punch in the back of the head. Kids are going to grab first control. Excuse me. Kids and Alt Spartans are going to grab first control. Kids isn't even here, actually. Kids is dead. Onhu trying to work this high ground. All the supports are just sitting up there nice and safe. Oh, it happens. Has already picked up a kill. Trying to pursue, but the Cheerios are blocked by the flags. Jumping down, still looking to pursue Onhu on this Genji. Eventually, Saddle should just drive ASU off of this high ground. We're going to come back in here for a 4v4. Jagged Blade up to the top. Onhu trying to give up pursuit. See if they can find a kill onto Hypno in the back line. Try to cut the sustain away from this comp, but doesn't quite get it done before reinforcements show up and the Suzu is out. So it's back to another reset. Meanwhile, Aurora's got knocked down low and is already out of this fight. Angelic's in a bit of trouble, and Happens going to pick up that kill as well. I think it was a good boop from Happens. It must have been to knock Aurora down and set up this, what is going to be point take here out of Alt Spartans. All right. ASU need to dig deep. And J-Man finds a great kill right off the rip. And playing off the high ground is on who's going to push in with the blade. Ooh. Kind of being thwarted off. Oh, come on. Nice railgun to finish off Slink mid barrage. Kitsune rush in onto the point. Alt Spartans have managed to grab first control. But it looks like ASU should win this one out. Rampage in. It's all 5. 3 get cleansed out. J-Man under a little bit of pressure. Aurora is able to hold down things on the point itself. As Kids is still back here, just in the thick of things. Eventually cut down. And J-Man will now be back onto this point, able to pick up Sleek as well. Aurora and Angelic able to clean up on the back of this fight, but Hydra picks up one and Happens, moves in on the backside with them. So just when ASU start to feel like they're stabilizing, they lose 2 in the fight. Now a shout in. Aurora does find Sleek, as Sleek is having a bit of a rough map. Throws in the Rampage to pick up 2. Sound barrier out from the other side, and Happens keeping everybody alive through that so far. Hydra comes up with yet another kill. Hydra has been lights out good on this Tracer. Now has Aurora caught in a corner. The shout used just to escape. Try to re-engage or regroup, I mean, here with the rest of ASU. On who still has a blade in the pocket. Suzu forced out early. On who goes in and find Kibbs. All the supports were just being absolutely threatened and pressured in the back. We saw the Suzu has to be used from Hypno on themselves. And Kibbs gets isolated. So nice little divide and conquer fight there from ASU. And it's enough to type the map. Kitsune rush fight. Oh, J-Man catches Happens in rotation. Not ideal. And then Rush and Blade could just be nasty. And it looks like All Spartans, after a sloppy rotation losing Happens, they're just going to give up first control. They back right back out, thinking they were going to try to loop around clockwise around the objective. They can't do it without Happens. Happens is back in this fight, though. Now ASU going to build percentage as Alt Spartans look to come in and retake. They're going to try a little bit of a different approach. Dragon Blade initially lands onto Anhu, and Hypno throws in the Kitsune rush from the backside, but it's a bit of a two-pronged approach. It takes some time for Alt Spartans to rotate, make the most of this Kitsune rush, but they do eventually at least get one pick on the back of it. Anhu found Sleek already, but can't get Hypno, as they just get out-dueled by the Kiriko of Hypno. Ooh. Oh no. That was amazing. It's actually pretty important. All right, so It means that Alt Spartans are not able to hold on the objective, and now it becomes a little bit more of a neutral fight. Kind of took some of the positional advantage out, and now Bob is going to increase that even further. Suzu protects Lake through the barrage, and it's enough to at least neutralize Bob. Rampage into the back. Sound barrier is out. Kids looking for anything they can find. Sound barrier from Alt Spartans is Aurora pushed in with a rampage of their own. That purple does eventually fade, but Sleek somehow dies. I don't know if they fell in the pit or if it was just a tick damage that didn't show up, but ASU are going to win this out. Take a 2-1 lead here on Saravasa. Oh, Hydra's still in. Might be a chance. Hydra will get the touch. Kitsune rush up front. 2 on the point. Kibbs doesn't want to run into a 3v5. So Ops just kind of almost feign with the Kitsune rush. Keep everybody at bay. Rotate onto the point, 4v5. Here comes the pulse in. Whoa, nice Suzu. Just barely in the nick of time from Z Panther. I think I'd like to hold on to this Kitsune rush, try to win out this 5v4 without it. And with Kibbs in a difficult spot, yeah, they're going to be able to muscle Kibbs down. All right. So no Kitsune rush needed here out of ASU. Claim the point, the third point. Take a 2-1 lead on the map. I stay in first person when I should have been in third person and switch when I probably just gone to watch J-Man put some shots down range, huh? Oh, well. Yep, the Kitsune rush advantage still strong here and very important on this first take as a dash into the back with the blade out and then he goes right back onto the point. Nice move from Anhu. Forces out 2 squishies and then dashes back in to rejoin the rest of the group for a confirmed pair of kills and a confirmed first cap here for ASU. Continue to rush out here from Alt Spartans. Gibbs has managed to get their rampage online. Aurora didn't use her. I kind of expected him to use it into the rush. Didn't need it. Ops just muscle their way through. No ults. Well, okay, no, not. Bob was expended, but that was it. And ASU will hold on, stand tall, confidently, only needing to use the one ult to counter a Kitsune Rush, which is one of the, I mean, has to be one of your most fight-winning ultimates in the game. At least it feels like by eye test. I don't know the percentage on it. But damn strong ultimate. Now, massive advantage. Here's the final percentage of Saravasa ticks up, at least potential final percentage if Alt Spartans aren't able to turn this around and win a fight. Gibbs gets just 1 with the rampage. Sound barrier will protect on through it. Meanwhile, back on the point, Anhu and J-Man clean up on Hydra. ASU, send us to map 5. All right, we get the counter JQ play. I love how we get the sigh in the play of the game. All right, let's get some snappy stats. You can already hear him loading into map number 5. Let's get some snappy stats here from map number 4. Oops, wrong button. That's the right one. Hypno going down a few more times there. Only 7 and 7 in that map. Got pursued. Z Panther having a great round. 23 assists. Aurora, fewest deaths in the lobby. 24 and 3 on the Lucio. Very nice. Very nice indeed. J-Man leading the server in elims with 28. Aurora leading in damage. ASU at first banned. Junkertown banned out. Old Spartans banned out. Dorado. It is a Shambali Monastery here for map number 5. ASU kicking things off on the defense. Let's get into map 5. One map to decide whose season ends here and who moves on into top 8.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop.
We're back into the Junker Queen mirror. Ooh, double flex support. Here from, whoops, nope, there it goes. Okay. I think it happens was just looking for an initial pick. And they're going to swap on over. Speaking of swaps, let's swap those sides again. As we are getting ASU on the defense to kick things off. Battle for high ground here. Let's back out of that. That was a little chaotic. Okay, wait a second. I gotta see the 2v3. Where's the rest of the team? All right, there's the disengage from ASU. Decided they were fighting an uphill battle. Wanted to take the high ground for their own right. A little bit of an advantage over Kibbs early, but Kibbs just backs up, gets topped off. Meanwhile, it's a bit of a 2v2 battle for the inside. Sleek gets a pick over the front lines here in Maine. 5v4, so Z Panther is trying to counter. And Aurora picks up Sleek, so no ashes left, and it's para kills here for Aurora mid-Kitsune Rush. Oh, that blade landed too! Oh, somehow Happens manages to just roll with the momentum and speed on out of there. But they're the only ones to get out in one piece. Oh, good shot from Hypno. I was just going to your path, too. Once again, the Ash is dying early. Kibbs is going to chase ASU all the way around the final corner and up the hill once again. That will get this into one last fight win to cap point A. All ults online except for Kibbs. Was in a bit of a tough spot, but they're able to force Aurora out of there using Bob to kind of escort him. Sound barrier in from ASU, but once that fades, so does Aurora's health bar. And a Kitsune Rush here to close things out for Old Spartan. Sleek coming up with a couple of kills. As is Hypno. I think Sleek had 3 in that fight. Shane, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Getting all the players in here. All right. Aurora, they know where you are. Ooh. Gracie could have been dangerous there, but, you know, ends up working out. J-Man has eyes on the cart. Could just, throw the Bob in over the top as Aurora is going to push in through Maine. Happens doesn't get the sound barrier out fast enough, and they try to just disengage, but ASU are going to pursue. At least Aurora is. You can see everybody else sitting up on the high ground. Anu's dead, but J-Man's looped around long ways and puts 2 headshots into Slate. Aurora with pursuit. The Suzu too early. Angelica's going to go down. The rampage is huge. I think Z panthered Suzu right before the rampage came out, and Kibbs is able to take advantage. Now finds himself in a 2v1, finds Aurora. And that was ASU in full control until they weren't. One press of the Q key, and suddenly Kibbs went from being in a vulnerable spot to completely turning the tides of this map. Anu sneaking up to the back line under the cover of this wall. Z-Panther will get the container rush out before going down, but there's no supports left here for Aurora to back this up. That means you gotta be hesitant to want to pull the trigger on anything. Won't even keep the cart from capping. Massive time bank. Care for all Spartans. Anhu getting aggressive in, over the top, goes diving right in for the back line. J-Man gets the kill, but Hypno with a beautiful shutdown of that blade. Still, it's a 4v3 favoring ASU. Hydra looking to even the odds, can't quite get the clip in. And Angelic escapes, returns back to the point to try to bail Aurora out of this tough situation on the objective. Will do so. ASU stand tall, but still have lots of time they need to eat off this clock. Five v 5 as Bob is thrown in to make up for the lack of Angelic on the back at this point. Oh no! Aurora gets their rampage shut down again! They were so far ahead of the rest of the team, I think maybe been trying to use that just to get back. But that is an unfortunate turn here for ASU. It's hard to pred this one, Race Ace. It's hard to pred this one. Soundbreaker just for Angelic and Aurora to try to fend off a 2-minute cap. Gibbs hits absolutely nothing with the rampage. It's celebratory. And it's going to be a massive time bank with 3 points on the board here for Old Spartans. I mean, considering I didn't see the question until just now, it's hard to imagine ASU coming back on this one. I mean, I talk about how this map earlier, I mentioned how Shambali Monastery is one of the most difficult maps in the entire game to get a full cap on. I feel like it can be so tough to push up this third point. But Aurora finds themselves with their eyes bigger than their stomach and bite off more than they can chew here at the front part of their point C defense, throwing that rampage away. And throwing an advantage over on a silver platter to Old Spartans. One that they converge into a nearly 2-minute time bank.
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Ooh, okay. Audio coming out with a May. It's tough at this early part. I mean, Icicles can get a lot of work done. Oh, and I was expecting ASU. Yeah, okay, they are going to try to push high ground here. Let's just say the May has got to be to take this high ground, try to isolate. The wall is way far back. So not able to really section anybody off. But still, a couple of good shots landing here for ASU, so you can hit them both low in this fight. Defensive wall thrown up, and a beautiful shot from Anhu. Finds Sleek between the eyes. We're going to keep the pressure going. Kibbs will get melted, and Anhu finds Hypno as well. Oh, give me that third one. I thought you had it, Anhu. I thought that was going to be a 3-piece from Anhu, but hey, still a damn good fight win. Plenty more to do here from ASU, though. Anhu 91% to Blizzard after first fight. Only played on the outside. Hydra swaps over to Afara. Knowing J-Man's the only one that really they have to contend with. Kitsune rush out here from Z Panther. Hypno has one in their pocket. Oh, just trying to wait this out. Oh, but Kibbs has to stay alive through the Blizzard to do so. Kibbs is able to LOS it inside for a moment. And the Suzu hits him as they emerge. The Kitsune rush out from the backline means double healing and double attack speed to overwhelm the attacking ASU. And a beautiful play out of Kibbs and Hypno to avoid the early blizzard from Anhu. Now let's see what ASU has in the bank for this for the rest of this point A. Kind of felt like they were counting on that blizzard. Now it's up to Rampage, but you've got a sound barrier to defend against it. As ASU's task becomes far more difficult to try to muscle through Suzu and sound barrier to take this point. Bob throwing in the back, wall put up defensively, but Kibbs is able to run right past it and continue to put pressure down. Combining for a kill on the Angelic, and that's going to be enough to finish off Aurora as well. 63 seconds remaining here for the Sun Devils. Now the weapons are here for the defense. Bob comes out. Here comes the barrage into the back. Angelic! No! Angelic used the sound barrier! No! Z-Panther finds that kill on the Hydra, but Bob's still here. Aurora has to win out this Rampage. Has to be good. Kibbs is low. Purple not able to get topped off. Kids will eventually fall, but J-Man is dead as well. Headshot lands. Can't quite find Hypno. Sleek is just putting on a clinic here in the back line. Aurora falls. 19 seconds to go. And Old Spartans stand tall. It's going to be a broken final fight here to try to save the Sun Devils season. And they are staring up the tall mountain of Shambhala Monastery, both figuratively and literally. Can anybody even make it back to touch? Nobody is there. The season ends on a whimper. Old Spartans upset ASU and move on into top 8. I don't think anybody predicted this one. I mean, they were close in the standings, but ASU had looked so strong all season. Oh, what a disappointing end for the Sun Devils season. Oh, I'm heartbroken for them. I'm heartbroken for ASU. Oh my, as they drop this one in 5 to Alt Spartans. Losing on Wednesday to Day by Day, and then their season ends here today against Alt Spartans. Let's get that 3rd point on the board. Hard-earned dub here for Spartans. As they force the mirror. They force Aurora off of the Winston early on in the series. Can't go back onto it. Force the Junker Queen out, which is what Spartans wanted to play. And they kind of draw ASU into their game. Oh my. Oh my. This bracket is shaking up, y'all. NA Expert is, I mean, this is anybody's race.